Imagine you're in a movie theater, completely absorbed in a terrifying horror film. Your heart is pounding, your palms are sweating, and you're flinching at every shadow. The fear feels intensely real. Now, what would happen in that moment if you suddenly remembered you're just in a theater? That the monster is just light on a screen, and you are the one sitting safely in the chair, watching. The fear would vanish instantly. The story on screen hasn't changed, but your relationship to it has. You are no longer the victim. You are the witness. What if I told you that your entire life, your deepest fears, your anxieties about failure, your worries about what others think of you, is a movie you've mistaken for reality? And what if there was a way to wake up within that movie? This isn't a new sci-fi concept. It's a profound secret from Vedanta, one of the world's oldest philosophies. And at its heart is a powerful life-altering technique we can call the illusion hack. It's a method for seeing through the grand illusion of life, not to escape the world, but to live in it more freely and fearlessly than ever before. Vedanta is an ancient school of thought from India, and its central teaching revolves around a concept called Maya. Now, Maya is often translated as illusion, which can be misleading. It doesn't mean your desk, your car, or the people you love are fake. It means that reality is not what it appears to be. The great Vedantic philosopher Adi Shankara used a powerful analogy. Imagine you're walking down a dark path at dusk, and you see a coiled snake. Your body floods with adrenaline. Your mind races with fear. The fear is 100% real, but then a friend shines a light on it, and you see it's just a piece of rope. The snake was never there. The fear was real, but its cause was a misinterpretation and illusion. Vedanta proposes that our whole life is like this. We are constantly reacting to snakes that are actually ropes. We suffer from a fundamental case of mistaken identity. We believe we are the small, fragile, vulnerable character on the screen, when we are actually the vast, unchanging screen itself. So, what creates this illusion? The primary culprit is what Vedanta calls ahamkara, the ego sense, the persistent feeling of I. This is the storyteller in our heads, the voice that says, I am a success, I am a failure, I am not good enough. This ego is a construct, an identity built from our job, our relationships, our memories, and our ambitions. In modern psychology, Carl Jung called this the persona, the social mask we wear to function in the world. This mask is who you thought you were. And this small, constructed self is terrified of everything because it knows, deep down, that it's temporary and fragile. It fears death, it fears judgment, and it fears loss because those things threaten its very existence. The illusion hack is the process of seeing this for what it is. It's the moment of enlightenment Jung spoke of, which he said comes not by imagining figures of light, but by making the darkness conscious. So, how do we apply this hack? It's not a one-time trick, but a shift in perception cultivated through two key practices. The first is learning to become the witness, or sakshi bhava. This is the practice of observing your life without judgment. You watch your thoughts, your emotions, and your worldly experiences as if they were clouds passing in the sky. You feel anger, but you know, I am not this anger. You experience failure, but you know, I am not this failure. You create a space between the observer and the observed. This is that sacred pause Jung believed was essential for true self-realization. In this space, you stop being a prisoner of your own drama and become its audience. The second practice is self-inquiry, or atma-vichara, made famous by the sage Ramana Maharshi. It is the simple yet profound act of repeatedly asking the question, who am I? When a thought of anxiety arises, you ask, to whom does this anxiety appear? It appears to me. Then you ask, who is this I that is anxious? Are you your body? Your body changes. Are you your mind? Your thoughts are always in flux. Are you your job title? That can be taken away. As you peel back these layers, you realize you are none of these things. You are the silent, aware presence behind them all. This isn't about finding an answer in words, but about dissolving the questioner. It is a journey from the fragmented identity of the ego to the whole, unified self. This process, which Jung called individuation, is the journey of becoming your authentic self, not the small self that wants praise, but the transcendent self that connects to everything. Living with this understanding changes everything. It doesn't mean you become a passive, emotionless robot. In fact, it means the opposite. This isn't about detachment, but about wise engagement. The world is seen as Leela, a divine play. You can play your role with passion, energy, and full commitment, but you don't forget it's a role. Imagine an actor in a play. On stage, they might weep, rage, or laugh, fully embodying their character. But backstage, they're free from the character's fate. The illusion hack gives you this backstage perspective on your own life. When the fear of failure arises, you see it as part of the script for the character you're playing, not a threat to who you truly are. When you face criticism, you recognize it's aimed at the mask, the persona, not your true self. So you're not trying to be liked anymore. Your ambition even transforms. It's no longer a desperate chase for validation, but a joyful expression of your true nature. It's not about impressing, but about expressing. As Swami Vivekananda beautifully put it, the moment I have realized God sitting in the temple of every human being, from that moment, I am free. This is the ultimate freedom. Not the freedom to do whatever you want, but the freedom from the compulsive need for things to be a certain way. Freedom from the fear of loss and the anxiety of gain. You are not the wave, tossed about by the storms of life. You are the entire, deep, silent ocean. The waves are just a temporary play on your surface. The illusion hack isn't about escaping life. It's about realizing your own depth so you can finally stop being afraid of the storms. It is the beginning of your becoming.